So, let me explain what happened. Quick recap, of course, the Shorts Wars ARG was originally created by Johnny Razor and spans across multiple videos from multiple creators and covers the topic of copies on the YouTube platform. Anyways, let's begin for real this time.
Gave me the script for Metal Gear Solid. Okay, I need a cookie. I'm gone.
Fine, I'll do the short on my own. How many people can you kill with a pencil? Yeah, you're alive! I knew it! No, you didn't. Don't lie. I thought about it maybe being a possibility. Alright, whatever. Round 2. But... Today's the day, boys and girls. The boss's plan is here. He's got a brand new channel, and we're gonna conquer all of YouTube. Go watch his shorts and subscribe. And if you want to be part of his conquest, scan this to join our Discord and join the front lines of the Shorts Wars. Phase 1 starts soon, so be ready. Where am I?
Two observations. The first is that these people really love QR codes, and the second is that, well, I didn't actually have a second. But anyways, the first QR code leads to a Discord server that is run by The Boss, which is the name of this dude, by the way. This Discord server contains many channels that mostly aren't important. Looking at this QR code brings us to The Boss's channel, ets_the_boss_ets. Yeah, I don't know, he's weird like that. But basically, on his channel, he makes shorts comprising of supposed motivational content. And he is just encouraging the viewer to get off of shorts and go do something else with their time, although very aggressively. And many people, including Dano...
Don't be mad! Don't be mad! He had one job!
We will get to that later. Seem to be supporting the boss. I mean, hey, he's motivating people. It seems like he has turned a new leaf. Even though it's pretty obviously he hasn't. However, if we go and see his long-form content, we can see a much darker side of him.
Welcome, valued investors, to the first annual Clone VPN shareholders meeting.
Hey, quick question.
But we haven't even started the meeting yet. This is an important one.
Oh, we don't care.
Yeah, weren't we supposed to launch 2 days ago? Where's the app?
There is a simple and rational explanation for that.
You promised us a product. Where's it at?
I put a lot of money into this project. You better not be trying to scam us.
Oh, no. It's nothing like that. We've simply run into some complications.
What kind of complications?
With our diverse content deployment strategy.
Last week you said things were going better than ever. What happened?
Well, you see...
My family's been bankrolling you and your predecessor for years. I was hoping to see some kind of cash investment return.
The facility is gone!
What?
What facility?
What do you mean it's gone? What are you talking about?
Exploded! We were able to retain some of our valued assets, but it's too dangerous there now.
What facilities? I thought this was a VPN company.
About that.
Sell everything! We're going under!
I want out! No, it's locked! It's locked!
The room will be filling with the harmless invisible gas shortly. I'm sorry that things had to go the way that they did. Thank you, valued shareholders, for your commitment to Clone VPN, but sadly, Clone VPN will be shutting its doors indefinitely. We have no need of you anymore. My associates will be alone too. Dispose of you.
My family made you.
In this video, we see the investors at Clone VPN, the boss's company, getting suspicious that it may all be a scam. However, the boss doesn't like that too much, and so he decides to fill the room with a gas that knocks them out. You know, pretty normal stuff. Jokes aside, this undeniably proves that the boss is still a bad guy. However, Dano still seems to have hope.
And they come send like a giant team of like killers or something to take me down, and I end up dying in front of all of you. I don't care if it's gonna be in a Tom Nook sweater.
But before we get to Dano, why would the boss do this? Why would he make this motivational content? Well, if the boss were to make viewers of YouTube Shorts stop watching the
meaningless drivel
and instead watching his content, he could have control over an entire audience of people, all loyal to him, instead of these other creators giving him all the power he wants. That's my cat. He could have control over an entire audience of people, all loyal to him, instead of these other creators, giving him all the power he wants. So that's why he made these shorts, to convince the viewers that all the channels that they are watching are bad for them, and that he is the only one who can give them good advice. As you can see, that would clearly give him a lot of power, but why does Dano trust him?
Right now. There we go. Whoo, baby, we're on. What happened? Are you kidding? No! No!
Dano, after discovering that Clone Riggy is alive, decides to livestream and go see just how many times Clone Riggy has appeared in his videos. And it turns out he appeared. A lot. The reason Dano didn't realize Clone Riggy kept appearing was because Riggy, the one who was supposed to be checking the shorts before they were uploaded, wasn't checking them at all. And so Clone Riggy managed to slip by unnoticed. That was of course until Riggy got hit by an anvil. And Dano discovered what was happening. So anyways, he live streamed and mentioned how he found the boss's channel, and because he didn't watch the board meeting, he just assumed the boss was a good guy, and he decided to not tell any of the other creators. A mistake he will most likely regret. But that's not all. At the end of Dano's live stream, we can hear Clone Riggy speaking to the boss, and later calling someone.
I'll see you next time, I guess.
So, you got close, but didn't quite figure everything out. What do you want me to do?
He's not as big of a threat as the others. It took him this long just to find out you were alive. Definitely not the brightest bulb.
Not the brightest bulb. You're the funniest boss.
Don't suck up.
Sorry.
And hey, while you're at it, call the lackeys. It's almost time.
Yes, sir. Hey, wannabe website. Boss said it's time for us to start collecting for phase 1. Let's start with the flannel freak. Keep it close to home. And hey, keep an extra close eye on Dano this week, just in case he wises up. I don't know, figure it out. Maybe you can gaslight him into thinking he's a clone of you. You practically look like siblings anyway. Right, bye. Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Well, so, who is this wannabe website person? Well, look no further than C.com. You know, .com, wannabe website, get it? Anyways, yep, that's a new creator joining the Shorts Wars. C.com. But how do we know Clone Riggy is not just talking to a clone of C.com? Well, let's look at his most recent short, specifically the ending.
Nintendo things have popped off in recent memory, and only a few things come to mind when I think this. There is Mario Kart, the Mario movie, and Bowser's Fury. So here's my proposal for the new game. So it's going to be an open world game, but not in the Zelda sense, but rather the Bowser's Fury sense. But instead of using Plussy to travel around, it is Mario Kart. And to take it even further, there can even be multiple playable characters. I'd love to play as Bowser, and folks, imagine playing a Mario game and quite literally being the final boss. Couldn't be me. Oh, that's today. Give me a moment. I know I got it here somewhere. There we go. Here you fellas go. I should be back before the stream tonight. I'll see you around.
Not only does he himself throw up the QR code to the Discord, he also does something else. Did you see it? Right here, he grabs the same mask as the one the boss owns. So what does this tell us? Well, let me explain my current theory. I don't think this means C.com is the boss, unless C.com is Johnny Razor and Johnny Razor is the boss, but that's very unlikely. I think that C.com is just going to be the kind of boss's sidekick, you know? Anyways, that's my theory, but one more thing. You know how in the end of Season 1 we see this?
Won't be nearly as easy for you. Toodaloo. They may have destroyed our facility, but it's a mere setback. Now, we must rebuild. And when we return, we will be far stronger than before. And the best part is, They still don't know who's in control. Tee-hee.
Well, in my last video on Shorts Wars, I said that I don't think this is Johnny Razor, even though there is a flannel. And I said I think the boss is the original Johnny Razor clone. And the second one was the clone that was killed, obviously. I still think that this is true. However, I was originally thinking the original clone was made in a machine. However, I've changed my mind on that, and I don't think that anymore. My new theory is that basically, the boss originally was just some YouTuber. However, after trying again and again, he couldn't make his channel work. And so seeing the popularity of Johnny Razor, he decided to copy Johnny Razor's persona, and he became so obsessed with copying him that he decided to even wear the same flannel as him, to try and get as close to the appearance of Johnny as possible. However, he decided to wear a mask knowing that his face doesn't look like Johnny's, and also to protect his identity if he ever got caught. And well, after that, the rest is history, and he decided to try and take over the channels with a VPN. I will say it is kind of a stretch, but I think it could be possible. Feel free to tell me if you have any more theories or what could possibly be wrong with mine. I'd be fine with some feedback. But anyways, please make sure to tell Dano that you can't trust the boss, and thanks to Switch for making the music you hear in this video. And anyways, please watch one of the videos up there, and well, don't worry, I'll keep making videos on Shorts Wars, so make sure to come back. Have a nice day.